Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fuse 4 Network E3 post-show for the Microsoft Media Briefing or Press Conference, or Xbox Media Briefing / Press Conference for E3 2014. I'm one of your hosts, Dave McCauley, joined by, he's a Let's Player. You can find him on YouTube, youtube.com/emeth. We got Kim. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. Pretty good.
Awesome. And you're gonna see that the show is we're gonna be moving pretty fast because as of right now we only got about 40 minutes until the EA press conference start. So next and last but not least, you can see it's very short, very small crew here today. He's a Let's Player and a trading card collector. You can find him on YouTube at youtube.com/Mufasa Fernando. We have Chris. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm really psyched for E3, so really psyched to talk about it.
The craziness that is E3. So here we go. First press conference of the day, Microsoft. Started off with Phil Spencer. They had an Xbox coming out. He's hosting it. He says it's awesome that to be there, and today they're only going to be talking about games, which at that point everybody, was a very big breath of relief because last year it was Xbox and the swipe and the TV, all the applications that was going to have on Xbox One. This year we got just in-depth into games and nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. It was all about games. So another thing I thought it was cool that he said is right off the bat, he said, oh, it's great that we have this thing, we have gaming, and we get to work with companies with the likes of Nintendo, Sony, EA, just acknowledging the other companies as a whole instead of saying, oh, yes, it's direct competition, fuck them, we can't talk about that because that's not right and proper, we just got to talk about Microsoft and Xbox. It's just a cool thing to see that they actually acknowledge that there is other companies out there. And just to get it off my chest right off the bat, E3, if you say at the end of this entire, 3 or 4 days, who the winner is, you're an idiot. Stop with the whole winner thing. The only winner is the gamer. At the end of the day, there is no company that wins. The winner is you and me, the gamer. Okay, so, says the entire thing's dedicated to games, and he's going to start off with games that are coming out this year, guaranteed in 2014. Of course, we start off with the big blockbuster that is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. When I was writing it down originally, I put Advanced Warfighter because I was so used to, Ghost Recon? Advanced Warfighter. It's like, oh shit, no, it's Advanced Warfare.
Hold on, before we move on, I'm just saying I called bullshit on the whole games thing, just to let you know, is because, I'm sorry, yes, it was mostly games, but most of the time what they had the people talking was not needed. I'm sorry. They could have pushed it a little bit better, but it seemed like more talking, less games, but yeah, I see where you're going. Yes, it was about the games this year, but I just felt like it was more talking, less games, you know what I mean?
I think you need to have an even balance there, right? You can't just have full gameplay and then not explain what's going on.
No, I mean,
you really have no idea what's.
I meant like the whole favorite games thing, like really.
Oh, the filler content, yes.
I don't know. You think that was really needed?
No, I have that in my notes here. I was like, more boring filler content. After the first one, I put, well, we'll get to it. So, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, I'm going to slip up and say Warfighter. It's done by Activision and Sledgehammer Studios, Xbox One, obviously PC, I think Xbox 360, PS3, and PS4. And as per usual, Xbox One users get the DLC first. It's just common knowledge now. That's not going to change. They just throw the money in. It's very successful for them. Makes them a lot of cash. So we're thrown right into a little bit of gameplay CGI where you're in a jump pod and jumping down from, I guess, some kind of ship or something. And it looked very beautiful. You're crashing through buildings and shit. It was pretty awesome. and then it jumps right into the gameplay where it's your shoot 'em up, walking FPS kind of. But to me, I like the direction that they're going with this one because it reminds me of like a Call of Duty game, obviously. But futuristic games have always appealed more to me than modern combat shooters, just because it's fucking cool. I know what's going on out there in the world with the common everyday military and everything like that. But when you get a glimpse into like this fake futuristic feel, it's a lot more appealing to me. I don't know how you guys feel about that. How do you feel about like the everyday common shooter now? Do you think we need to switch it up? Because I feel like we're kind of going back in time where every game was a World War II shooter.
Yeah, I feel like that's what they're trying to do with that game. Like, just going back. I think I really stopped. I really wish they pushed more advanced stuff into the next game. Like, I do like, the only thing I actually really liked from the new Call of Duty is, you know how it has the numbers for how many bullets you have left? Yeah. I like you can see that right away. That's the only thing I really like, but they still need to stop going back in time. They really need to move forward.
That's what they're doing. It's futuristic gameplay.
Yeah, like, if they went back in time again, I think I would just, I kind of would just cut Call of Duty out of it. But I liked how they went forward with it, which is awesome because that's what games need to do: go forward, not backwards.
Yeah, absolutely. In technology, gameplay, and storytelling.
Yeah.
In the little trailer that we're shown, we see mech suits, so that'll probably be a big integral part of the game, jumping into a mech suit and taking down 1,000 guys, obviously, in one of those kind of missions. And we see jump boosters, which is from, I said, like in Titanfall. Everybody's going to bitch, like, oh, they're copying Titanfall. Stop.
No.
Stop.
That's not it. But, I mean, yes, it is like Titanfall, but I think Call of Duty has been working on this since before Titanfall came out. That was, I got the feeling that was the case, but maybe not. I don't know.
Who knows?
But anyway, I wanted to say about the smart grenade. That looked neat.
Yes, I was waiting until Dave was done. I'm gonna be like that grenade. I love that, like frag, like stun and all that stuff. I was like, oh my god, that's actually kind of cool. Just like stun.
It sends out, what does it send out, like infrared kind of spores or something that
oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, there was one grenade where you shoot it out and it would set the sensors to know where everyone is.
Yeah. That was cool.
I think it's like a body heat sensor, kind of, you know what I mean?
Probably.
Like, that's what they kind of pursue it as, like, because everyone was red, so that's knowing that, oh, they're right there, pow, like, shoot, and all that stuff.
Yeah, but overall in the game, I'd say it looks beautiful, but it's the same shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna say shit, but it's the same thing as usual.
Yeah. Military shooter.
Yeah.
After we're done this, you forgot something, Dave, and I know they didn't show it during the conference, but something before the conference went up. If you don't mind me explaining, Killer Instinct Season 2. You kind of forgot about that.
No, they spoke about it. They said after Fulgore came out, it was Season 2 right away.
Hey, and then I love who the first person for Season 2 is.
Who is it? I haven't paid attention much to it.
It's TJ Combo.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it's funny because I actually like the character from the game. It was interesting because I used to play the older Killer Instinct games.
Yeah.
So just seeing him back in the game was kind of cool. Like, I'm hoping they bring most of them back because they need to come back because it's interesting. Because how Killer Instinct is now is it's getting better. It's getting like people actually consider it a legit fighting game, like Street Fighter and all the other ones, Tekken, people, and Marvel vs. Capcom, and all those games that people played for the longest time.
Right.
So and like Ultra, like I said. But I think with them doing this, I think Killer Instinct is going to be another tiered game, going to be played by mostly in a competitive state, because it definitely deserves it. Because, like I said, they're trying to balance the game. That's always what's hard about fighting games, is balancing it. But like I said, I like that they're bringing back the characters. Like TJ Combo, he's going to be an interesting character when he comes out, because he's different from any of the other characters.
Yeah, absolutely. With Call of Duty, I said it's like a good mix of the classic Call of Duty, Blacklight Retribution, and Titanfall. It's all mixed into one in this kind of game, it looks like. Just to finish it off here, you play as a character, or at least here, you play as a character named Mitchell. At the end of the trailer, you and your buddy destroy a ship. It explodes and you get a huge piece of shrapnel stuck in your arm or in your body, and it cuts off your arm. You're dragged away, and they finish off with just a quick mini trailer of the game itself. I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say November release, because they always release in November. And yeah, that was it for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Definite pickup for me, because I love the single player of those games. Absolutely. I suck at the multiplayer, and that's why I just don't even bother trying. But yeah, yeah. So next, they went into Forza Motorsport 5. They started talking about that, and out comes Dan Greenawalt from Turn 10 Games to talk about Forza Motorsport 5. Talks about the new DLC track that is available right now called Nürburgring. I guess it's a very popular track in the racing scene. It's available on Xbox One. It's for free, like I said, out today. Then he leaves, and Ralph Fulton, the creative director of Turn 10 Games, comes out to talk about Forza Horizon 2. Explains that it has a full day-night system and dynamic weather. Runs in full 1080p. In the game, you can create a club up to 1,000 members, so you can have a little community on there. It's out September. Cool. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. It's out September 30th of this year, exclusive to Xbox, so Xbox 360 and Xbox One. They show a trailer of the usual racing game kind of thing. Forza is a beautiful game. They have the slow motion drifts and everything, and the close up of the car going across, panning across.
Any typical racing game.
Yeah, they really there's not much you can really show in a trailer. They said over 200 cars, open world experience. Looks pretty cool. I think the last Forza game I played was Forza 2. So.
I think I'm on that same boat, Dave. I think the only one I played. Wait, did it? Yeah, it was the one that came with the Xbox when Xbox 360 first came out.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the only one I probably played.
Yeah.
I never played any of the other ones.
Yeah.
I think Chuck is big into the Forza series.
I think he is. Yeah, because I think he loves the racing games. I know. What else? But yeah, I think he'll probably pick it up, because knowing him. If he has an Xbox One, I don't even know if Chuck has it.
He has a PS4.
Oh,
he has a 360 though. You can get it on 360.
Oh yeah, okay. Then he'll probably pick it up, maybe.
Drive Club, is that PS4, Xbox One? I forgot.
I think it's PS4.
Okay. Well, I thought. Drive Club, and then let's forget about that now. Gran Turismo.
We'll hear more about it tonight.
Yeah, Gran Turismo is my favorite racing game, and it's always going to be like that. I've never played a Forza game.
I've never played a Gran Turismo game.
Oh, there you go.
I know. We're the same boat here. So, go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, I haven't played one either. I've only played Need for Speed, and probably that's it. I don't play that many racing games.
Yeah, I just stick to Need for Speed now. I don't really go anywhere else.
Burnout.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of Burnout.
Oh, Burnout, yeah. And what was that other game that came out for, the 360 that was a racing game? I never picked it up. Was it? Yeah, Blur. I never got to play that game that much, and I'm sad.
Oh.
I played it with Dave on stream once. I think it was a demo or something.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
He played the demo on it. It was fun. Yeah, it was, yeah.
I had like 1 million beta codes.
And
I was just giving them out like crazy.
Yeah, you're like, you can have one, you can have one.
Yeah, you get a beta code, you get a beta code, you get a beta code. So after Forza Horizon 2, we're shown a trailer of Evolve, which is the 4 versus 1, 4 humans, 1 monster, done by 2K and Turtle Rock Studios, the creators of the Left 4 Dead series. There's an exclusive beta and DLC coming to Xbox, and they explain the 4 human classes that you can play as, which is a trapper. I put down on my notes media when I meant to put medic, support, and assault. So just a little quick trailer they show. Nobody comes out to talk about it. Pretty self-explanatory to be on the show floor at E3, and it's been at like PAX and everything like that. Coming out this year. I don't think there's a date. If there is a date, then they didn't show it here.
I don't remember. I think it was in October or something. That was in the game.
Oh yes, it is. Yes, it's October. I think there is a release date. I'm just.
I think is it October 2nd? That's the only number that went in my head because I remember seeing like a date on it and I forgot what it was. You can also play as the monster too.
The 21st, yeah, October 21st.
Yeah, okay, October. I knew I saw October. I just don't remember. And it was also part of that game. You can play as the monster. So I want to see how interesting that's going to be.
Yeah, like we've explained it in the podcast before. You start off as like this little monster, and you procedurally get bigger as you do stuff. I'm not exactly sure what you have to do.
Yeah.
Eventually, you turn into this huge, fucking, gigantic being, and it's like your final stage of Evolve.
So, to throw the pun in it, you evolve.
Yes. Oh, so witty and punny.
Oh, man.
Shit.
Oh, my God.
It looked good.
Yeah, like I said, it looks like a decent game. Like I said.
Definite pickup for me on PC. Absolutely.
PC Master Race.
Yeah. Then we're shown gameplay of Assassin's Creed Unity. So Vincent Pontbriand. It's a French name. They put a little, French flair into it. Of Ubisoft comes out to talk about the game. Typical Assassin's Creed game, but there's some new stuff to it. You can form a brotherhood of up to 3 people of your friends and play online. You can play single player online. So the first time you're actually doing online co-op for a Assassin's Creed game. They show, like I said, gameplay trailer. There's apparent of the advance in technology that we have with these systems. Tons of NPCs on screen at once. Tons, hundreds, all moving, all doing their own actions all at once. You go through them. Didn't look like the game stuttered at all, but this was just one piece of the game that they can cut up onto a DVD and throw it out there. So who knows? We're gonna have to see. What happens is like they have the 4 assassins and they're playing through. 2 of them kill a guy. A massive riot goes out in the streets. The NPCs run through. End up going to a building, killing a bunch of guys. Looks like there's awesome new attacks in the game, stealth attacks.
Yeah.
Which looked pretty fucking crazy.
I'm gonna rephrase what people keep saying, but it looks like a La Misera kind of scenery.
It's the French Revolution.
Yeah, it's French Revolution. That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, that was a lot of people saying, and it kind of does. It looks like it's part of that era. It's the French Revolution.
Yeah.
But like I said, it looks really good. I said,
I'm surprised that they actually showed that extent of explicit violence, kinda. With
the head, yeah.
I'm surprised they did that.
I was like, really,
I think it's safe to say that the press conferences are T for teen. So
yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think kids were watching this E3. I hate to say it.
Yeah, well, they'd be in school right now, anyways, right?
They would probably be in school, so they're not really watching this. But and that's why they're doing Sony at night, so they can't watch Sony.
Yeah. Oh my God. 9 o'clock Eastern. Oh crap.
Yeah, Dave, we're gonna be up 9.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, and I put in my notes. It just makes me want to play Assassin's Creed Black Flag right now. I was like, after watching, I was like, fuck, I want to play Assassin's Creed right now.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm gonna wait until I upgrade my PC to play Black Flag again.
Yeah,
It's gonna happen this month.
Awesome. Can't wait. So yeah, like Chris was talking about, the next segment are these just filler segments that they put in. They were talking to a lot of the devs, asking them what your favorite or what your first game was, what your favorite game of all time is, what your favorite. Oh, if you were to hang out with any video game character, who would it be?
Would it be?
Yeah, there was just a whole bunch of filler segments, just to, I guess, get everything ready.
I guess
And then
so.
segue into the next.
Yeah, and
It was good segue material as well, especially for something that's coming up later on. But next they show Dragon Age Inquisition, which they're not calling Dragon Age 3. They, we don't want to go with a number format. It's by BioWare and EA. They show off the first trailer. I guess their first official trailer. Looks very pretty. Released October 7th, which is the most expensive day in 2014 for video games, because there's 5 AAA titles coming out that day. So it's like a $300 day if you were going to buy all of them.
Wow.
I've never really been really big into Dragon Age.
Yeah, my brother. It's funny because the two games we're talking about, Assassin's Creed and this game, my brother loves both series, so he's probably gonna be pretty stoked when they're talking about this. When he's not able to watch it, but he'll probably be pretty stoked when we talk about it later. Cause,
when he hears about it.
Yeah, because like I said, it's a pretty game. It's a series that a bunch of people love. So, like I said, it's awesome that they're pushing all these games. Like I said, it may force some people to get a Xbox One. Some people might still not want it, but still.
A year ago, when they showed this on E3 in 2013, it looked a lot darker than it did this year.
Yes. Now, the game was a lot brighter. It didn't look like it was Dark Souls-esque, where everything's just dark and...
Yeah, but like I said, you gotta think, they had a year's time to do something, and you can tell they touched up the game a lot, which...
Oh, absolutely.
Like I said, which sometimes you can't just put the game out, Watch Dogs, and expect it to look... I'm sorry, I had to throw the buzz. But, I think, like I said, they touched up the game. It looks like a phenomenal game. It's definitely going to be a pickup to a lot of people. I guarantee you, a lot of people are going to be picking up that if they're a fan of the series. Because, like I said, they just made that series 10 times better with this game. Honestly.
Yeah, I heard that the second one was a disappointment to fans.
Yeah, a lot of people were... one was probably the best. I'm talking between 1 and 2. 1 was the best. 2 was what the hell? Wow,
yeah, because it was so far. It distanced itself so far from the series with the changes.
It took a giant leap. It's here's 1 giant leap, and that's 2. Why did they do that? So I think this one is gonna bring them back because it reminds me of the original one more than the second one, which good thing, definitely a good thing.
Yeah.
And,
so then we have Ted Price, the founder and CEO of Insomniac Games, come out to show off Sunset Overdrive. They show a trailer and they start making a joke about cover mechanics in games. At first, I thought it was Battlefield Hardline. I was like, oh, this is a drop down in graphics for a Battlefield series game. And all of a sudden, that motherfucker bursts through the door and he starts making fun of cover mechanics and everything like that.
I thought this was...
The whole story of the game, they explain the story is that there's some messed up energy drinks in the world that start turning people into monsters. And, there's actual humans in the game, but you gotta, it's one of those games that they're good or they're evil and stuff like that. Very goofy trailer. They show a demo of the game. I said, And this is funny. I was writing this down, and I have it here. This game looks like Crackdown mixed with Dead Rising and Infamous / Jet Set Radio and a tiny bit of Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Now,
Oh my god.
one of those is actually coming up later, and I had no idea, but I thought, the game kind of looks like that.
Yeah, I agree with you. And when I get an Xbox One, I'm getting this game because it just wowed me.
It looked fun, like super fun.
It looked like you could just do whatever you want in it. It's like the things you can do it's a fun game.
Yeah.
I love what the character said. Can you save Sunset City? Of course you can. It's a fucking video game.
I love that. Like especially that part was just like, oh my god. It's not like any other game. It's just like it's its own brand, and I love it.
Yeah. So, 8-player multiplayer released on October 28th, Xbox One exclusive. We're gonna have to kind of go a little bit faster here, but we'll do it.
Can we skip the next game?
Well, here, I'll just say it quickly. Dead Rising 3, they're coming up with arcade mode with 4 players online. You can play as your favorite Capcom characters. It's a part of the Capcom 31st anniversary. Capcom makes fun of itself by saying, "This is Dead Rising 3 Super Ultra Mega Super," and all that stuff.
Super Ultra Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX Plus.
I was writing down the title.
EA.
I was writing down the title of my notes, thinking it was serious, and then I was like, "No, it's just arcade mode. What the fuck? Why am I doing this? Why am I writing this down?" So. It's
By the way,
available.
I just messed up because I thought we were talking about the other game, but no, keep going.
Oh, okay. So it's available right now. You can download it, and I also put my notes that I'm pretty sure it'll be available in the PC version when that comes out.
Yeah.
Next game is Alex Ragopoulos. I don't know. Fuck the last names. The CEO of Harmonix comes out to talk about Disney Fantasia Music Evolved and how this September they're having a download-only Xbox One exclusive called Dance Central Spotlight. So there you go.
There you go. Get that. We're not gonna just talk about. Move on.
Yeah, and then David Eckelberry of Lionhead Studios comes out to talk about Fable Legends. Multiplayer beta coming out this fall. They talked about the characters, how you could play as Winter, who is the hero of will, Rook, who is the hero of skill, Igna, who is the hero of strength. The game had beautiful music from what they were showing. It looks like a hack and slash mixed with magic attacks or like bow shooting antics and stuff like that. The cool thing about this game is you can play as the villain. You can do like a top-down kind of overview RTS, place where the bad guys are going to be, place traps, all procedurally in real time. It's basically you being the director, the game's AI director. And at the end, they showed a boss battle, which was against a giant ogre. Looked fun. I don't really know if I'll get it, but it looks fun.
Can I say something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it bad that I look more forward to seeing the one girl playing the game
Wait, you want to
on the panel?
Oh.
Every time I paid attention to only because of that and not because of the game.
Watching the demo girl?
Yeah.
That's funny. That's awesome. So after that, we're brought with more filler content with celebrities, boring, blah, 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 blah. Then we have something that I have on my computer because I have Windows 8, Project Spark, which you can get on Xbox One and PC. You have to have Windows 8. It's an awesome game creation tool. Very in-depth. You can create basically anything that comes to your mind. You can share your creations across the internet, and one of the cool things that really almost made me crap myself and poo and pee and do everything is that at the end they showed Conquer, and I was like, oh my god, new Conquer game, finally! And then they just said, oh, you can put Conquer in your creations.
And everyone was sad.
Yeah, I was like, come on, just make... Hopefully this is the start of where we're going to be going, into a Conquer game.
Yeah, hopefully.
People are saying that they were degrading Conquer and kind of, taking a crack at Nintendo a little bit.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, I've heard that, but I guess...
But hold on.
I thought it was cool.
They don't own Conquer.
Not anymore.
They own. Oh, yeah. Rare owns. It's a Rare
owns
property.
it, but Rare is not owned by Nintendo.
He was on Nintendo Systems.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, it's still not a crack at it. Where
not at Nintendo and at Nintendo fans.
Yeah. Oh, Nintendo fans, yeah, that's where they got, where they probably were pulling the punch at, but not at Nintendo itself, because, like I said, Nintendo has no rights to Conquer, so.
No, yeah.
I don't know. I really wouldn't look too much into it. I just assume it's Conquer. You can use them in Project Spark in your creations, and that's it. And hopefully, we'll get a Conquer game in the future.
Hopefully.
We can only hope.
Mm-hmm.
The next game is by Moon Studios, exclusive to the Xbox One, and beautiful art style. It's called Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yeah, I love those kind of games. I hate to say, I've been starting to get a nick of liking those games.
Like artsy-fartsy kind of games?
Yeah, like, they're just interesting. They're just like, you don't, it's a rare breed kind of game, if you know what I mean. Like, just not like high graphic stuff. It's just a interesting game.
Absolutely. Yeah, look pretty cool. Looked like one of those games where there's no talking. The animation and everything just explains the story for you. Man, somebody's going buck wild down the street.
Yeah, I know. Woo!
So,
sorry, my fan's on because it's hot.
After that, we get another one of those filler contents where they ask, what character would you like to hang out with? And the guy at the end ends up saying Master Chief. And of course, we get Halo 5 Guardians. Bonnie Ross comes out, the studio head of 343 Industries, to talk about it more. We get a trailer that is fully, I guess, newly rendered, of where he's carrying the bomb and pushing it down, and they just show old scenes of stuff like that. Apparently in Guardians, Chief is looking for the truth and searching for answers, and so is this other guy, I guess, who is one of the Guardians, is doing the exact same thing. One of the cool things that they did announce was on November 11th, Halo, the Master Chief Collection, will be released on Xbox One. It has the past Halo games 1 through 4. And then when they announced that, Dan Anobe comes out to talk about the collection. The collection features everything on one disc with a nice new interface, so you can select whatever game you want to play. You can create custom playlists of campaigns, mixing them together. So if you wanted like Mission 6 from Halo 1, you wanted to play that, and then you wanted to play Mission 2 of Halo 4, you could put them in a playlist and finish one, and it'll jump immediately into the next chapter that you selected, which is a pretty cool thing. You can mix and match your favorite chapters of the Halo saga.
That's not linear.
Sorry?
That's not linear.
Yeah, oh God. Oh no. Oh Jesus.
I thought Halo was supposed to be linear.
Freak out. I don't know. Then they announced that Halo 2 is getting an Anniversary Edition. It'll contain the multiplayer maps just like they were 10 years ago. And then went into showing off multiplayer gameplay of Ascension, which they remastered for Xbox One with a whole bunch of pro players, which is something they always have to do. So then they also announced that 100 multiplayer maps are in this collection, all running on the original engines, 1080p, 4,000 gamer score you can get with this game, and everything is running on a dedicated server, which is awesome. If you buy the collection, you get Halo Nightfall, which is a video series that they're doing that I think they said is being directed by Ridley Scott.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and then you get the beta for the arena for.
In December. Yeah, in December you get the multiplayer beta for Halo 5 Guardians with a pre-order and stuff like that. Game runs at 60 frames per second. Now, why is this a big shock anymore? I'm fucking tired of hearing, this is a big thing! 60 frames, 1080p, whoa!
They tried to announce everything, like, 60 frames, oh my god. Because it's just to appeal. By the way, I love the guy who teabagged the other guy in the thing. And just teabagged him.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh my god. But we gotta keep going. We don't have a couple minutes.
God, we got 4 minutes, so let's just jump through this. Okay, so Phil Spencer comes out, and he says everything that you've seen here will come, between now and the holiday season, and now he's going to show games that are coming out from 2015 and beyond. They show a new game that is coming out early 2015 from Playdead Studios. They've been working on it for 4 years. It looks like a very creepy atmosphere with a very interesting art style. It's called Inside, which looked pretty cool. Then Chris Charla comes out, and he's the director of ID at Xbox. It comes out to talk about the ID at Xbox program, which is what they do is any developers that want to work with Xbox or Xbox wants to work with them, they send them dev kits and give them all the self-publishing rights and everything like that. Then they show a trailer of games that are coming out in this program. Some of them include Cuphead, Lifeless Planet, Slash Dash, Fru, Mighty Number 9, Grave, Threes, Phoenix Rage, Wolf, Hell Raid, and Below, etc., etc., more from that. Then we get this fucking awesome trailer, which I crap myself with. We have a new Tomb Raider, which is called Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yes. Yeah.
A prequel to the entire saga of Tomb Raider. Oh my god, so excited.
But after Tomb Raider 1, the Tomb Raider was just out last year, right? Yes, that was kind of the beginnings, how she became that person.
Yeah, basically. Then I think we'll make another video. We'll do another live thing to talk about more in-depth thoughts about all this stuff since we kind of got to rush through this. Then we get The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, showcasing crafting and this monster hunting quest. At the end, he fights a griffin. It's pretty cool. Then Ken Lobb, creative director of Microsoft Studios, comes out to show off Phantom Dust exclusively for Xbox One. They just show a teaser trailer. Apparently this game is a continuation of a game that was on the original Xbox. I had never heard of it, but apparently people in the audience were pretty fucking excited, so I'm just the odd one out, I guess.
Familiar, I just can't think of it right now. But yeah, I think I've seen this before, but I just don't remember what the other game was called. But it should be interesting when we see more about it. So. Yeah.
Ryan Barnard, game director of Massive Studio, comes out to show off Tom Clancy's The Division. Shows off more gameplay. Set in New York on Christmas Day. First DLC content comes out on Xbox One exclusively, or not exclusively. It just comes out first on Xbox One. It's cool. The in-game map shows up around you on the floor if you want. They're walking through a subway system. Gamers talking to each other.
It seemed like last year, but it kind of...
Yeah, that's what I had in my notes. I go. Seems like the gameplay they showed last year.
But this one, I think this is more in-game. I think last year was just a tech demo.
Yeah, it was almost like they took the audio and just moved it over to this thing.
It seemed like it, but...
No, it felt different for me.
Yeah, it's just funny. I think they had the same voice actors and everything. But
yeah,
the thing that stood out for me is the girl saying, "Holy crap!" I was like, "Oh, okay." Write down "Holy crap."
What? No, holy shit.
Yeah, and then I said, I also put my notes. No gamers speak like this in game.
Yeah, they cursed their mind off.
No. It was just like really tactic-based speaking.
Go over there and make sure flank that side.
Yeah.
Like
oh, poopers.
Yeah. So we got two more games here. The game director of Platinum Studio comes out to show off Scalebound. It looks like it looks very DMC, Devil May Cry, in the beginning of the trailer. There's giant monsters fighting each other. The dude in the trailer puts on his headphones, starts fighting the monsters, and then he morphs into like some iron suit, and that's basically all we get.
Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man.
I felt like DMC meant like Dragon Age or a little bit, or something like on the edge of that. It looks awesome. Like, Platinum Games delivered. I'm sorry. I hate to say it.
I don't know why I thought it was Destiny though.
Bungie. Platinum Games. Destiny.
Never mind me.
Yeah. Okay. So last but not least, we have David Jones, creative director of CloudGen. He comes out to show off Crackdown. Not Crackdown 3. They're just calling it Crackdown. Only on Xbox One. Dedicated servers, open world.
That was another thing, Dave. Dedicated servers.
Yeah.
Dedicated servers.
Yeah. It's everything what you'd expect from Crackdown. Just crazy insanity going on. And then we end the show with Phil Spencer coming out to end off the press conference, and they show up a mashup trailer at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we'll get more in-depth to this on Friday's podcast because I feel we have all the time in the world, and that's probably the best place to do it. But, we're going to go watch the EA press conference right now. We're a minute late, but I'd like to thank Kim and Chris for being here with me. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know in the comments what you thought about the Microsoft Media Briefing. We will see you guys next time. Bye.